Hello, this is Stuart Webb, breakthrough coach, author, founder, and CEO of The Complete Approach with another one of my one-take video blogs, All the Mistakes Stay In. I've yet to come across a business that religiously tests their marketing campaigns. Here's what I mean. Let's say you decide to send a sales letter to your target market. You've bought a list that has 5,000 names on it. You're certain that out of that 5,000 you're going to get many orders. So even though sending 5,000 letters costs you well over £5,000 or euros or dollars, £1 per letter including postage, you have to do very badly not to make a profit. You then sit back and wait for your windfall. Unfortunately, the response was just 0.1%. You receive just 5 orders at £500, euros, at dollars each, and each order has a 50% gross profit, so you make £1,250. That means based upon this order, you just made a loss of £3,750. Now, depending upon the amount of profit you can extract from these customers over the lifetime of their relationship with you, their lifetime value, this could be either awful or very good for you. However, I've seen several businesses go out of business just using this approach alone because they were so sure their product or service would be sold by the bucket load, only to find that people simply weren't interested. I think I've described before that as I expected as I started on my journey as a young entrepreneur, that my experience as a medic and scientist was that I would lose out by having structure and testing through my approaches, but I learned how wrong I was. Testing reduces your risk as a business owner. When you test, you automatically apply what I call the minimum risk formula. That means you limit your financial exposure whilst maximising your return. And isn't that what we all want? Using the same example above, let's see how it works. Instead of mailing everyone on the list with one sales letter, you mail just 2,000 people. And instead of using one sales letter, you send one version to 1,000 and another version to another selected 1,000, random selections. You've now got 2 tests running against each other. The key is this: since you know that a headline can change and can increase response by 500% or more, you can keep the same letter except the headline is different on each version. So here might be the result. Headline 1, 1,000 cent. Response rate, the same 0.1%. One sale at £500. Headline 2, 1,000 cent. Response rate, 1%. 10 sales at 500. Now that looks better. Headline 2 returned 10 sales. This headline and letter now becomes your control, so that you mail the last 3,000 names on the list, and here's what you get. Headline 2, 4,000 cent, response 1%, 40 sales at 500. From the same list of 5,000, your testing enables you to generate 51 sales, generating revenue of 25,500 and a profit of 12,500. Also, let's say that even after your testing figures that looked awful, you made a loss, at least you can now make your losses right now. You'll have saved 60% of the costs you would have spent if you'd mailed 5,000 people in the first place. That's what testing can do for you. It minimises your losses and it maximises your returns. Here's a true life example. These headlines were ones we tested. Headline 1, revolutionary creasing device totally eliminates fibre cracking and takes just minutes to set up, even by inexperienced operators. Headline 2, they laughed at me when I put the tri-creaser on my folding machine, but when they saw the results. Or headline 3, the end of cracking problems. Which headline do you think pulled in an extra 350% and has been used in the ads for over 15 years to generate millions? Yeah, headline 2. What this shows is that if you don't test, you'll never be able to get the best possible return on your marketing. Test your lists, headlines and offers. These 3 elements will give you the best returns. Plus, by testing, you adhere to my minimum risk formula. Before you invest any significant amounts of time, money or effort in any marketing or promotional effort, you test the effectiveness of your campaign. That way, if it doesn't work the way you thought it would or should, you haven't wasted unnecessary resources, and when it does work, you don't harm your results either. If you need help thinking through any of this, looking at your headlines, why not request a scientific marketing makeover using the link at the bottom of this page? And I hope that helps and that we'll talk again soon.